Good morning and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Andrea Williams, and my first guest is here to tell you about a special summer camp that he has prepared for high school students. Kyle Olson is the founder and director of Milwaukee's Summer Entertainment Camp. How are you, Kyle?
Good morning. It's great to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Now, this is the fourth year for your entertainment camp. Why don't you tell us more about it?
That's correct. We've been bringing this program back for a few years now. I originally was born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and when I was going through high school, I had a lot of interest in the entertainment industry as it was, be it television and film and theater, just everything that really really makes us smile these days.
Yeah.
And so I started studying that once I went off outside of high school, and I moved to Hollywood, California, where I am now at in my fifth year, and now working in the television and film industry. And so this camp is really an opportunity for me to go back home and to give back to the people that are having those same interests in the industry that I had a few years ago, while also being able to kind of give back to the community and to really showcase a wide range of talent and kind of to prove to people in Milwaukee that we don't always need the big talent to come to town to really put on a good show, that we have that talent in our own backyard in the Midwest as well.
Absolutely. There are so many talented individuals here in Milwaukee and surrounding areas. And then, of course, like you said, in the Midwest in general. But sometimes you always find that everybody has to move either to the East Coast to go to the Big Apple to be discovered or
Right.
head out west to Hollywood like yourself. And you're saying that you're bringing back all the information that young people need to know in order to be on the right path to possibly make it in the world of entertainment.
Absolutely. And you know what this is really all about is just the kids having a great time during the summer. These are kids that are doing well in school, that are making good decisions, making good choices during their summer to do something positive, and not just for themselves, but like I said, to also give back. And I think it's important that we have programs like this that are able to go out there and really showcase what they have for the community. And we've been really lucky to each year be able to have a different theme to really showcase what's going on. So it makes everything just that much more exciting for us.
Yeah, I would agree totally. Sometimes people don't have the opportunity to get outside of where they're living right now to figure out what it is that they'll need. So you bring in some big names and you also give them an opportunity to meet some local celebrities to kind of put two and two together to figure out what it takes to make it.
Absolutely, and we've had some outrageous support in the past from different people, from local actors like John McGivern to the local media broadcasters such as Portia Young or Katrina Cravey. I mean, the list is expansive. Mm-hmm. We've even had Emmy winners come into our camp that live in Milwaukee that, most people don't even know are sitting right in our own backyard. So
wow.
It's a really neat chance for people to see, not even just the on-screen and on-stage part of it, but also the behind-the-scenes portion. Because we've had a lot of people that come into the camp thinking, I've done high school theater, I really enjoy being on stage, and then they find out that while I like being on stage, I really like being behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect chance for them to test those waters and to see where they might be interested, or frankly, they may not be interested in any of it, and they may find that they really just like watching it, and they have an interest somewhere else, maybe somewhere else related, but not directly involved. Maybe they're promoting the event, or whatever the case may be. But it's a really great chance for everybody to kind of see where they fit, and for us to bring a little taste of that Hollywood magic to Milwaukee every year.
I love that. Now, when I think of this camp, I'm kind of envisioning like Glee or Fame, where everyone involved has some special talent to offer. So how do you tap into what the young people are really good at and what it is they want to do while at the camp?
That's a really good question, because there are so many things that we can do, and the sky truly is the limit, as cliche as that sounds. But we really like to go across the board and make sure that we tap into the things that we know the kids are good at, but also tap into the things that we think the kids may have an interest in, but maybe haven't explored to their fullest yet.
Okay.
So again, if we have somebody that comes in who really enjoys acting and singing, we're going to certainly hone that skill, but we're also going to say, well, why don't you work behind the camera for a day, or why don't you try stage managing or something like that. And a lot of times they're, of course, uncomfortable and nervous when they first go in, but by the end of the day, after a few little lessons and after these mentors that we bring in, helping the kids, they really have a new understanding. And like I said, more often than not, their thoughts have completely gone 180 as to, wow, I really like this even more. So it's a huge process. And we at the beginning of the camp every year, we always do an audition piece where basically the kids come in and they don't just audition for a script, for an acting gig, but they also grab a camera and they audition for the part of a behind-the-scenes role as well, so they can show us their skills on both sides of the table, which is really cool.
So I'm guessing they've reached the big time if you name them director, right?
You got to work up there for a few years before you get titles like that, but yes, absolutely. And that's the other fun thing, is we have a lot of kids that come back year after year after year, and it's been fun to watch the growth. And we've even had alumni from our camp that have since graduated high school and that have moved out to either Hollywood or to New York, and some even to Chicago to really get into this. So these are definitely going to be the up-and-coming talents of the future that are starting right here in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I was all of 16 when I figured out I wanted to do radio. So I always tell young people that you're just never too young to figure out what it is that you could possibly do well. And so I feel it's really a blessing to be able to do something that I love. So I think that your camp gives young people an opportunity to say, hey, if they really do this well and they're really, really excited about it, then this is something they could possibly look further into, maybe major in it in college, or, move to New York and try to hit Broadway, whatever the case may be. But you hit that spark early, and I think that that's key in creating that motivation that it takes to succeed.
I couldn't agree more, and it's a really fantastic program. And like I said, we're so surprised that we're still coming back, because people have just given us an outpouring of love, and they really enjoy seeing the program. Last year we had last year we had a film theme, which basically meant that all the kids came in and they did their own mini films. And this year we're kind of switching that theme to be television oriented.
Okay.
So a lot of people, we've all watched our favorite TV shows, many of which have been sitcoms, from back in the day to, I Love Lucy and Happy Days and, those type of shows. Yeah. And a lot of some of the greatest television shows have actually taken place in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley being, two that come to mind. And although a lot of them have taken place and the story has been in Milwaukee, they've all filmed on a soundstage somewhere in Hollywood, California.
It took me meeting Squiggy to realize that they did not film here in Milwaukee. I'm like, okay.
And that's what's so different about what we're doing this year, is that for the first time, we're actually bringing not only these kids in, but also other mentors and other, industry professionals from Milwaukee together to one central location. And we're not going to do just one, but we're actually going to do 2 live TV sitcom tapings that we're going to invite a studio audience in for, and we're opening it up to the public, so anybody can come out and do this. And basically, we want to bring out as many people as we can to see how television is made while these young kids are at the helm of everything. And it's going to be a fantastic time, because not only are the people in the studio audience getting to see this firsthand, but we're going to be broadcasting it as well on the internet and things of that nature to get it out not just in Milwaukee, but on a nationwide level, so people in California, where they hopefully end up one day, are going to be able to see it as well. So it's a really interesting opportunity for the kids, something completely different from what we've done in the past, where we really kind of raised the stakes level. And it's going to be an exciting summer, to say the least.
I love it. Now, Kyle, again, is the founder and director of Milwaukee's Summer Entertainment Camp. It's happening July 16th through August 1st. And now that we've got everybody all excited, Kyle, you got to tell them, what's the criteria and how do they get their high schooler involved in this entertainment camp?
Absolutely. If they're interested, they can certainly visit our website. You can do a quick Google search for Milwaukee Summer Entertainment Camp, or type in www.milwentcamp.com. And basically, once you hit our website, you'll see all the stuff that we've done from the years past. You can view videos, you can view pictures, you can see testimonials from the people that have done it before, and also the mentors that have helped us out. And if you're interested, all you got to do is shoot us an email. We do not say no to any kid kid that wants to be involved for those 2 weeks. We have obtained some amazing sponsors this summer, so we are able to offer this camp to a whole wide range of people. It's an intense workshop. It's pretty much every day, all day for the entire 2 weeks of the camp, and then, like I said, it all builds up to that live TV sitcom event, so there's really a lot of exciting things happening, but we would love to get anybody in the Milwaukee area who's interested involved in this really kind of unique opportunity for our youth in the area.
Unique it is. And are you still looking for sponsors?
Of course, we are always looking for sponsors. Absolutely. Like I said, we are reaching out to so many people this year, and, we were actually looking at our demographics and everything from last summer, and we found out that we have hit so many individuals, and the impressions that we have left on this community have been mind-blowing to us, even looking back at our past 3 years. So anyone that wants to get on board is not just doing a great thing and a great service to our kids and our youth and our community, but are also doing a great service for themselves to get their word and their mission out there as well, because we're hitting a lot of people, and this year is certainly no exception because we're hitting even more than usual with our sitcom broadcast.
Good stuff. It's a win-win scenario, and again, it's happening July 16th through August 1st. It's the Milwaukee Summer Entertainment Camp. Kyle Olson is the founder and director. If you want more information, you can log on to milwentcamp.com. And then also, I'm sure there's a phone number one can call for more details as well.
It's going to be a great time. And then, of course, we want to make sure to invite everybody out to actually see the final product of our live TV sitcom taping as well. That'll be happening at the South Milwaukee Performing Arts Center on July 31st at the end of the month in July. So make sure to mark your calendars for a good time that night as well.
Sounds good. Kyle Olson, thank you so much. And I just think you guys are going to have a ball at the Milwaukee Summer Entertainment Camp. It's, again, for high schoolers. And if you want more details, the website's milwentcamp.com. Kyle, thank you for your time and continued success.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.
You do the same.